Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today I'm leading you in a 45-minute power vinyasa class. I consider this class to be more on that intermediate side, definitely not going to be a beginner class, but I encourage you to make modifications, take any rest breaks along the way that you might need, really make the class your own. I feel like I am here to lead, guide, and mostly encourage you along your journey. So let's enjoy our time on the mat. And let's get started. Let's begin in a child's pose. Taking the knees wide, feet connected, lower to the mat. Softly close your eyes. Turning all your focus to your body and your breath. Choosing to let go of any stuff that might be going on in your lives. And instead, just honoring this time you've carved out for yourself on the mat. Taking a moment to set a personal intention for your practice. And then extending the arms forward into extended child's pose. Gently spreading the fingers. Begin to rise up into a tabletop position, bringing your knees under your hips. Inhale and extend the right arm up. And as you exhale, thread that needle underneath, lowering the head and the shoulder to the mat. Rising up into your tabletop, begin to flow through cow and cat. Inhale, opening the chest, dropping the belly, and exhale, round the spine. Again, inhaling and exhale. 3 more rounds of breath. Moving slowly. So we begin to awaken all those muscles around the spine. Finding a neutral spine, extend the left arm up and thread the needle. Palm faces the sky as you lower to the mat. Lifting back to all fours. Bird dog pose as you bring the right arm forward and the left leg back. Lengthen through the fingertips, flex the foot, press through that heel. Now begin to point the toe, reach back, placing the foot into the hand, and actively press the foot into the hand to open up the shoulder as well as the front of the thigh. Extend back out to that bird dog pose and release. Same thing on the other side, left arm, right leg. Begin with the foot flexed, extend. Then point that toe, reach back, and press the foot into the hand. Bird dog pose, lengthen, and release. Tucking the toes underneath you, take that breath in, and as you exhale, hover both knees up off the mat. Arms are strong, belly lifting. Stepping back to a high plank position. Shoulders right over those wrists. Coming into downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet. And then find your down dog. Gazing through the feet or the knees, fingers gently spread. Lifting the right leg up, one leg dog. Step the foot between the hands as the back knee finds the mat. Rise up into a kneeling lunge. Breath in. Exhale, relax into that stretch. hips dropping forward. Hands come to the mat, half split, straighten that forward right leg, pull the toes back up towards you. Coming back forward, downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up. Step the foot forward, back knee to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into that hips. You want to be sure front knee over ankle, those low ribs are pulling in. Hands to the mat, half split. So we're just awakening those hamstrings. So if you need a soft bend in that knee, by all means take it. Coming back forward, downward facing dog. So with the feet hip distance apart, come forward to that high plank. Bring the right knee over to the left and then to the right. Make a big circle and step back. Now with the left, knee goes over to the right, then the left, step back. Continue alternating sides. Strong core, strong arms. And we're loosening up that hip with these circles. Let's do one more on each side. Downward facing dog. Take 3 long, deep breaths. You can engage that Ujjayi breath if that is something that you regularly practice with. Feeling and hearing the breath as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Look forward and step to the top of your mat. Come into a half lift, flatten the back, shoulders pull back, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain, arms over your head, bringing the hands to the heart. Surya Namaskar A, our sun salutation, reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift, forward fold. Step back to high plank. This first one we will take our knees to the mat. Bend the elbows halfway for supported chaturanga. Then all the way to the mat, lift for cobra pose. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, step the right foot forward, then the left, and lengthen the spine to your half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift and fold. Stepping back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. You can always take those knees down. Flip the feet over, press those arms straight, up dog. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, look forward, step the left and then the right, half lift, flatten that back. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up strong, high mountain. Bringing the hands to the heart. Again, inhale, reaching up. Warming the body, forward fold. Half lift and fold. Stepping back, high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, elbows in. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, step or float, feet to hands. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Bringing the hands to the heart. Siri Namaskar B. Sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttasana. Half lift. Step or float back, Chaturanga. Low push-up, elbows in. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward, drop your back heel to the mat. Find warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Take your time here, find your pose. Front knee bent. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back, down dog. Stepping the left foot forward, right heel finds the mat. Warrior 1. Exhaling the hands down, step back this time to high plank. Shift forward, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. So that half series vinyasa, you're welcome to take that out anytime you need to. Just take one more breath here in down dog. Then look forward, step or float, top of the mat. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hands to heart, Samastitihi. Again, sit back into chair. Forward fold. Lengthen the spine. Step or float back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right foot forward, back heel flat, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale to the mat, step back, high plank, Chaturanga. Upward facing, and down. Inhaling left foot forward, rise up, Warrior 1. Exhale to the mat, flowing through the half series. Hold in, breathe, down dog. Looking forward, step or float, and fold. Chair pose, reach those arms up and then stand it up, hands to heart. One more time through Sun B, sit back, forward fold. Inhaling, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right foot forward, Warrior 1. Exhale all the way to the mat, Chaturanga. Upward facing, and down. Left foot steps forward, Warrior 1. Exhale down, Vinyasa. Ooh, we're definitely warmed up now. Just breathe. You're always welcome to take a child's pose. Come forward to that high plank position. Shoulders right over wrist. Pull that right knee to the right elbow for 1. Extend it back. 2, 3, one leg dog. Step the foot forward, Warrior 1, holding your pose. Take the hands down behind your back, interlace. If you need a towel here, you can always grab one to hold on to. We're gonna bow down into Humble Warrior, coming to the inside of the knee. Taking the hands down, shift the weight forward, rise all the way up, knee to chest. I realize that is a big transition. Do your best. Guide that knee out to the side. Coming back to the front. Warrior two. Smile, you're doing great. Circle the hands all the way to the mat, downward facing dog. Coming back forward to that high plank. Bring the left knee to the left elbow for 1, extend back, 2, stay in that plank, 1 more. Now one leg dog. Step that foot forward, warrior one. Taking the hands behind the back, opposite finger will go on top, open up that chest, humble warrior. Hands to the mat, shift the weight, draw that knee in, and then stand all the way up, arms extend, knee to chest. Open that knee out to the right side. You are strong. Use that internal strength that you brought with you today, that you have. Bring the knee back to the chest. Warrior two. One more breath. Circle the arms down to the mat, step back, shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. Lifting the right leg up, high plank, knee comes to that elbow, lift it back up. Again, high plank, knee to right elbow. Lift up, this time step it all the way forward, warrior one. Taking the hands behind the back, open up that chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Hands down, knee to chest, drive through, rise up. Ooh, little balance there. Balance check, knee to chest. Take it out to the side. Bring it back in front. Warrior two. Moving into side angle pose, lean forward out of both side waist. Come down. So you might want to come to a block. You could bend the elbow. We're going to go into a half bind, that top arm behind the back, grabbing onto that thigh. Open that shoulder, turn your gaze up. Rising up, warrior two. Straighten that forward leg, skandasana, bend the left leg, you go to the back of your mat. One more breath here. Then pivot to face the back of your mat. Step back, one leg dog. Bring that left knee forward, high plank to the elbow or the tricep, lifting back up. Again. Step forward, warrior one. Hands bind behind the back, open up the chest, humble warrior. Hands down, core engaged, knee to chest, stand it all the way up, arms over your head. Open that knee out to the side. Bring it back forward. Warrior two. Smile, you're doing a great job. Lean forward, angle pose, option to half bind. Maintaining your alignment over that forward leg, back leg is strong. Rise back up. Straighten that forward leg. Turn the right toes the corners, skandasana, front of the mat. Pivot back to the front. Step back, down dog. Optional half series if you want to take it. Lifting the right leg, one leg dog. Bring it forward, high plank, knee to elbow. Extend up, come forward. Last one. Warrior one. Binding the hands, open up, humble warrior. Hands find the mat, shift your weight, knee drives in and stand up. So this time knee's gonna go out to the side or standing big toe. Peace fingers around the big toe, thumb on top, extend the leg. Knee back to chest. Warrior two. How'd you do? Lean forward, angle pose. Coming into that half bind, or some of you might want to choose to full bind. If you are full binding, be sure your chest is not facing the mat. It is up to the side, gazing up. Rise up, skandasana, back of the mat. Optional arm extension, some of you might want to bind here. Shifting to the back of your mat, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Lifting the left leg up, high plank, knee to elbow, strong core, strong arms, lift back up. Again, forward, lift up. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Binding the hands, inhale, open the chest, humble warrior as you exhale. Bringing the hands to the mat, strong core, belly in, knee in, rise up. Big transition, just have some fun with it. Open that knee out to the side or add standing big toe, leg extended. Knee back to chest. With control, open to warrior 2. Leaning forward, angle pose, full or half bind. Turning that gaze up, right shoulder open. Releasing out of your bind, rise up, skandasana, bend into that right leg. Hold. Take that option to extend the arms or maybe bind. Pivoting back to the front of the mat, step back for downward facing dog. Optional half series flow. Taking the knees to the mat, child's pose. Rest, reconnect to your breath. Come back forward, downward facing dog. Begin to look forward and step or float the feet to the outsides of the hands. We're going to come into malasana pose, or our yogi squat, dropping the hips back straight, eyes forward. Bringing the hands to the mat, turn the toes forward and just come into a wide fold. Taking the peace fingers around the toes, guiding yourself maybe deeper into that stretch. Releasing, going back into Malasana, that prayer squat. So your practice here, you can either remain here, or if you want to practice that crow pose, taking the hands to the mat, heels come in, toes out. Spread the fingers, lift the hips up. Knees on the triceps, look forward. Find balance. Back into that prayer squat if you're not already there. And then rise all the way up to stand. Beautiful job. Bring the feet back, hip distance apart. We're going to come into one more balance posture. Let's bend the right knee, coming into just a quad stretch, reaching for the top of the foot. Now open that shoulder, grabbing onto the inside of the foot, dancer pose. Press that foot into the hand, extend forward. Coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Bending the left knee, quad stretch to begin. Open up the shoulder, grabbing the inside of the foot, dancer pose. So just like in that warm-up, we actively press the foot into the hand. That helps here with balance. Breathe. And mountain pose, Tadasana, shake that out. Find your pose. Legs are firm, belly in. Inhale, rise up, reach those arms over your head. Forward fold. Long spine lengthen. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Come forward into that high plank and then lower all the way to the mat. Lots of binding options today. Reach the arms behind you, lift into locust pose. Stay or bind the hands. Good. Release, child's. Downward facing dog. Come forward and have a seat on your mat. It is warm in the studio today. Having to wipe my sweat. We're gonna find boat pose. So find those sits bones. Good posture, shoulders back. I don't know about you, but I kind of like a sweaty, hot yoga class. So I'm not minding the heat too much. Breathe here, stay strong. Now we're gonna go to low boat. So extend the legs, bring the low back to the mat, hold, breathe. Lift back up. Let's do that 5 times. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift. Inhale, extend, and lift. Continue. Work your way back to that low boat. Hold, 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 hold. And knees to chest, lower down. Taking the feet to the mat. The first one we're going to lift into a bridge pose, and you're just going to have the opportunity to make the class your own. So when you're ready, lift into bridge. Walk those shoulders together and down your back, maybe binding. Release. Again, lift into bridge, opportunity to take the hands up by the ears if wheel is in your practice. press the hips up. Lower down. Whatever pose you're in, lower. Take some time, breathe, connect. Lift into bridge or wheel. Release. 2 more times. Lift into bridge to wheel. Lower down. Smile. Last time. Bridge to wheel. Lower down, knees to chest. Beautiful job. Just giving you plenty of opportunities just to explore the body, how it's feeling today. Never force your body where it doesn't want to go. Take the feet to the mat, drop the knees. Slow the breath. Knees to chest. Rock up to have a seat. Let's extend the right leg out. The left foot is going to come to the inner thigh or half lotus. Sit up tall, extend over that right leg. Lifting up, we're going to turn that left leg in for a half hero's pose. So this is the opportunity really to listen. You should never feel any pain in your knee. So you can stay here. Some of you might come down to your forearms. Some of you might go all the way flat. I want you to feel that nice stretch here through the front of the thigh without knee pain. If this bothers you, you are welcome to roll to your side and just do that quad stretch like we did when we were standing. Pick your pose. Keep that breath nice and slow. Start to lift up. This time taking that foot flat to the mat. Lift that right arm up, sit up nice and tall into a seated twist. Extending both legs, just shake that out. And we're going to pull that right foot to the inner thigh. Extend, lengthen over that left leg. Lifting up, find your pose. So this is a different side, so bringing that foot back to the hip for half heroes. If this is intense enough, stay here, or you can work your way down to your forearms or flat. Option is just a quad stretch. Coming up out of your pose. Lifting that knee, right foot to the floor. Sit it up and going into that seated twist. Releasing, extending both legs out. Find those sits bones. Sit it up. Exhale into that seated fold. Begin to roll it all the way down to the mat. Placing the feet on the floor. We're going to do reclining pigeon today, or figure four stretch. Take that right ankle above the left knee, grabbing behind the thigh, or onto that left shin, keeping that right foot flexed. Gently pull down. Releasing the pose and switching sides. Left ankle above right knee. Reach through. Releasing, bringing both knees to the chest. Little rock here, massage for your back. And then lifting the ankles over the knees. Happy baby pose. Feel your low back all the way down to your tailbone, trying to press into that mat. Bringing the feet down into the edges of your mat, so wider than hip distance, arms into goalpost shape or cactus shape. Drop over to the right and the left. Taking your time, just a final release here for your back. Now, whichever side you're on, hold it there. Lifting and dropping to the other side and hold. Lift up, extend the legs out and the arms over the head. Take a breath in and stretch. And then bring the arms down to your sides, palms up. Separate the legs. Close your eyes. Shavasana, final relaxation. Finding stillness, finding peace. Quiet bodies, quiet minds. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Begin to take some deeper awakening breaths. Beginning to move the fingers, the toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles, and drawing the knees in and roll to one side, keeping the eyes gently closed. Oftentimes the hardest part is just finding time to roll out your mat and take the time for yourself. And you did that today, so applaud that. You did something great for your mind, your body, and even your soul. Helping yourself up to have a seat. You did amazing. I hope you feel amazing. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks again for joining me for class. I hope you have a blessed day. If you loved this class, please share it with some friends. I think everybody could use just a little bit more yoga in their lives. So hope you loved it. Have a great day.